Yo, what is going on YouTube? I am Germ here. Today we're talking about some very big news coming out of the LEC. This is surrounding Team Vitality and their new jungle prospect that they just picked up in between spring and summer split. That is obviously Beau. This is a guy that I've been talking about and covering a ton on the channel because I'm very hyped up and excited for this player, and whether he does good or does bad or anywhere in between, it is still a very big story. Obviously, Europe in general is not a region that imports a ton. Obviously, Europe has a very awesome pipeline of talent through the ERL, so they don't need to import a ton. They don't need to pay the extra money. They don't need to use their import slots, whatever. So we don't see a huge number of imports in general, let alone top international prospects coming into Europe. But obviously Beau's situation is very unique because not only is he one of these blue chip prospects around the world coming out of maybe the best region in the world right now, which is China, which is the LPL, but the drama, the controversy, some of that stuff surrounding him obviously leads him to needing to leave China, needing to come on over to Europe, and that's what even gives some North American teams and Team Vitality a chance to get their hands on this guy in the first place. But a lot of people are asking, when is Beau going to start playing competitively? When are we going to see him on Team Vitality B? When are we going to see him in the LEC on Team Vitality? Is he going to come in and save Vitality this year? Lead them on some crazy playoff run, lead them to Worlds, whatever. That's what we're going to be talking about today. So the first thing is kind of this. This started coming up on my radar because of this Reddit post. Vitality Beau has reached EUS Challenger with a 70% win rate in about 10 days. We heard a week or two ago, I covered it on the channel, that Beau was actually in Europe. Vitality signed him, but because of COVID and visa and all these different issues with traveling and actually getting him over to the country, he was signed, but he wasn't going to come over and play right away. He wasn't going to be LEC, he wasn't going to be LFL, but they were going to be working on the visa situation. They were going to be working on teaching him English, starting to get him English lessons, all that stuff. So they were taking this slow. They were being patient. They were getting their hands on a very good prospect while he was available, and they were going to take the time to play this thing out. But he did arrive in Europe. He started playing solo queue. I think they were trying to set him up for streaming. Maybe he streamed for a little bit on the Team Vitality channel, maybe not, but either way, it does seem like he's going to be streaming soon as well. And yeah, he was popping off. And then Team Vitality themselves tweeted this out as well, from their main Twitter account. They tweeted out some of his KDAs, some of his champions, his win-losses in solo queue. They tweeted out these stats. I mean, they are trying to start to push this on socials as well. They're trying to hype this up. Now, I mean, they didn't put Beau or his name or his face or anything anywhere in this tweet, so a lot of people were confused. I think this tweet probably could have performed better if they played it right, but we can actually take a look at his solo queue account right now. This is ZYB. He is currently ranked 126 in EUS, and again, this is in like 10, 11, 12 days, however long it's been, and his champion pool is very interesting to me. This is a obviously aggressive, crazy champion pool that I love to see. Talon, Kindred, Graves, Talia, Diana, Wukong, and Nidalee. He is, trying to wreak havoc. He is trying to create chaos, and he is doing so. Look at these games. Again, these are Grandmaster ELO. The games are averaging out to Grandmaster. A lot of just Grandmaster players in these games, kind of like one Challenger player on each team in these games. But again, he's ranked 126, so he should be playing in like some of the highest games available on EUS solo queue during this time. Obviously, LEC is going on right now, so there's going to be a lot of competitive players and stuff that aren't grinding solo queue super hard right now. But even in Grandmaster games, 21-6 on Kane, 19-7 on Talon, 14-3 on Graves. He's getting autofill a decent amount. He goes 7-2 on Zeri, a 24 kill game on Wukong. I mean, these are all within the last 7 hours. This guy is just dropping 10 kill, 20 kill games, 13 kills, 18 kills. I mean, this guy's going crazy. This guy's popping off. And, like it says in this Reddit thread, hey, this isn't super surprising considering he was rank 1 in Korea multiple times with a similar champion pool. But not only does this show you the individual and mechanical talent of a guy like Beau, who I also believe he's like 19, 20, 21 years old, somewhere in there, like 21 at the oldest, but he's a younger player still who could potentially get better. But what he really needs is time playing competitive, time to start learning how to play the competitive game, someone to grow him in the right system. And this guy is a year or two, from potentially being a top jungler around the world. He is that kind of talent. Now, we don't know if he's going to develop into that. Just because you're a great solo queue player, just because you're great individually, mechanically, or whatever, doesn't mean you're automatically going to be a great competitive player, but it means you have the potential to be, and you have the chance to be. And that's more than can be said about a lot of players that we see in the competitive scene. Not only, like, I know people make fun of how bad the LCS sucks and stuff like that, but even players in the LEC, there is most LEC junglers who cannot do stuff like this and who are not doing stuff like this and do not have the individual talent and mechanical ability of Beau. He absolutely can go toe-to-toe mechanically, skill-wise with the best players in China, the best players in Korea. This guy has the potential to be very, very special. But also, he is that LPL style. He is that crazy, in your face. He's looking to go crazy. He's looking to make plays. He's looking to fight, get aggressive, all that stuff. There's a lot of people that are just like, damn, you pair that up with a Perks. You pair that up with an Alfari. Get these guys going a little bit. You have the lane dominant top laner in Alfari, a jungler who could maybe get crazy with him and really start snowballing some games out of control. You have Perks, the absolute madman mid laner who also likes to be lane dominant. That could be an insane top side of the map between Alfari, Beau, and Perks. And then especially, like, you start to take a look at the stats that Haru is doing right now. He's just an absolute middle-of-the-pack LEC jungler. And when you're middle of the pack, Team Vitality, they're 5-4 right now. They're tied for the third best record in the LEC. So when you are playing on a mid to upper tier team and you have middle-of-the-pack stats, that's not good, because if you're on one of the teams that's winning more than they're losing, your stats might be a little inflated. Your stats should be looking a little bit better, and Haru has just been absolutely pedestrian. Again, a middle-of-the-pack KDA, middle-of-the-pack kill participation. Gold difference, he's averaging minus 26 gold difference at 10, which, again, absolutely middle of the pack. His damage per minute numbers are not good, 289 damage per minute, towards the bottom of the LEC. So his KDA is pretty middling. He's not getting a lot done in the early game. He's not scaling up and doing a ton of damage. So, hey, maybe he's a facilitative style jungler. Maybe he's racking up a ton of assists, and he's really not. He is third to last in the LEC in assists, and he's actually second in kills. He's second in kills with almost no damage per minute. He's just like last hitting. He's just farming kills off of this, not getting him a ton of assists, taking away gold from his team, and not really doing much off of it. Again, there's some good and some bad about that, but yeah, Haru just overall is not being very impressive, and this is leading to so many people asking, hey, when are we going to see Beau? They see the things he's doing in solo queue. They see that Team Vitality finished 5th in the spring. They see that Team Vitality is looking a little bit better in the summer, not really because of Haru, but because Perks is stepping up in a big way, and they're asking, when is Beau going to play? When are we going to see Beau, at least in the LFL, if not in the LEC? When are we going to see Beau helping out our team, go on a deep playoff run, and take our team to Worlds? But unfortunately, that's what the big news is today. This is coming out. Rita Beachu, cute Beachu, she's like an LPL person who tweets out, LPL rumors, leaks, and stuff all the time, does a lot of translations. Rita said, Vitality doesn't want to try Beau. Why? And she posted some of Beau's, solo queue stuff. And then this guy, Fly90, the GM for Rogue. Rogue, obviously the LEC organization. He said, visa, question mark? This person said he's been in Europe already for a few weeks, and Fly90 replied, it's different. He can be here on a 90 days tourist visa on his own, but he can't play LEC until he has work visa, which takes quite some time. Which I don't know if he's saying he can be here on a 90 days tourist visa, which means like this could be a 90 days tourist visa, or if he's saying, hey, he is here on a 90 days tourist visa, but he can't play LEC till he gets that work visa. I think it's that option. I think he's telling us, yes, he's just here on a tourist visa. He can come, he can stream, he can hang out, he can play solo queue, he can meet the team, come to the facility, start learning English, start hanging out, all that stuff, but he cannot play LEC yet until he gets that work visa. So, unfortunately, even though it seems like Beau could be a really fun, really exciting, really cool option for Team Vitality in the LEC in 2023 and could maybe even help this team out a lot, it seems more like at this point that Beau is on that 2023 timeline. But this is something that I had actually not heard people talking about, this tourist visa versus work visa thing. I just have heard a ton of people asking, hey, is Beau going to play? When's Beau going to play? All this stuff. So I thought this was really awesome for the GM of Rogue to come out and kind of shed light on this situation and explain things a little bit better and give us, peel back the curtain a little bit. But yes, it does seem like Beau will probably not be, if I had to guess, we're already, 4 weeks into the LEC season. We're already halfway through the LEC regular season. Like, maybe he could be ready to go by playoffs, so that'd be crazy to just throw him in there. So it seems like Beau is more of a 2023 project. Who knows what the Team Vitality roster is going to look like next year? Who knows if Vitality is going to, compete for titles, make it to Worlds this year, whatever. Maybe they won't. Maybe they'll have to make some roster changes. Who knows? But this is a very, very big update that I want to get out to you guys. Beau popping off in LEC solo queue or European solo queue. but it doesn't look like he's going to be able to play anytime soon, unfortunately. But that's pretty much it for this video today, guys. Let me drop a like if you did enjoy it. I would appreciate that so much. Leave a comment down below. Let me know what you guys think about this whole situation. Are you excited to see Beau? Or do you guys think we're going to see him in 2022, some point in 2023, beyond? I don't know. I'd love to hear your guys' thoughts and opinions. Subscribe, stay up to date on all my latest content. Consider checking out the Discord, first link in the description below. Hopefully catch you guys in the next one. But until then, peace.